Doctor allegedly advised couple against marriage, kids completely out of line. A couple recently shared a troubling experience during a visit to an eye doctor at a well-known hospital in Bengaluru. The doctor warned them that their shared eye condition, myopia, could lead to serious complications if they didn't significantly reduce their screen time. The husband, who works in IT and spends nearly 10 hours a day in front of a screen, was even advised to consider leaving his job. The consultation took an even more uncomfortable turn when the doctor suggested that two people with myopia should avoid marrying, as their children could be at risk of developing severe vision problems early in life. The couple was left surprised and confused, questioning whether it's truly necessary to seek medical advice from an eye specialist before deciding to marry or start a family. The doctor's unexpected remarks have not only upset them but also led them to question the credibility of the hospital. Taking to Reddit, the man wrote, "Went for a routine full-body health checkup with my wife at Apollo Indiranagar. As part of it, we had an eye test. What should have been a straightforward checkup turned into one of the most uncomfortable clinic visits we've had. The eye doctor started by asking me where I'm from, same with my wife. Not sure what that had to do with anything. Then he went on to scare me about my cylindrical power and astigmatism, warning that if I didn't reduce screen time, I'd be in serious trouble. I'm in the IT industry, and I spend around 10 hours a day on screens. He told me I couldn't continue in this profession, made it sound like my life would be in danger, which felt like baseless fear-mongering. It didn't stop there. During my wife's examination, he asked if I was her husband, then called me back in just to say something along the lines of, didn't you consult anyone before deciding to marry? Two people with myopia shouldn't get married. Your kids will suffer at an early age. Think and take consultation before conceiving. And we are supposed to consult an ophthalmologist before getting married. Now it was completely out of line, unscientific and deeply unprofessional," the techie added. The man explained that their eye conditions, myopia and astigmatism, were not severe and are both common, manageable issues. They had only visited the hospital for a routine eye checkup, not for personal or genetic counseling. The couple felt it was inappropriate for a doctor to make them feel guilty for choosing to marry or have children, especially based on conditions that are neither rare nor life-threatening. The husband also noted that the consultant, a VHG, appeared to have limited experience. The couple was unsure whether his behavior stemmed from overconfidence or a lack of proper training. They expressed concern that Apollo Hospital should be more careful in selecting qualified and well-trained doctors to interact with patients. Reacting to the post, a user wrote, "A BSc in ophthalmic test is an optometrist, not an ophthalmologist, and definitely not an MBBS qualified doctor. I'm amazed how a reputable chain like Apollo is letting an optometrist do consults." Another shared, "Myopia is more commonly an acquired condition. Kids are not born with it. Myopia is a global pandemic. Every 56th human has it. Over the last 30 years, these levels have risen further. I also visited Apollo Indiranagar for my company-sponsored health checkup. The same eye doctor recommended that I switch careers due to the screen time involved and suggested walking barefoot on grass, claiming this would eliminate my need for glasses. This advice came despite my explaining that I've been nearsighted since age 8, a comment read. An individual informed, "Real ophthalmologist here. Everything that kid told you is wrong. You guys have probable cause to raise a complaint against that optometrist with his employer." Swipe left for next video. One more added, "Apollo isn't the same anymore ever since they started with these clinics in literally every corner. I really question the credibility of their doctors." As the post began gaining traction online, the person who shared it provided an update. They mentioned that although they had planned to file a formal complaint, someone from Apollo Hospital reached out to them directly beforehand. The hospital issued an apology and also requested that the post be taken down. Latest blogs.